I'd like to appreciate and thank the organizers, KPMG, for putting all of this together, and of course the audience for sacrificing time to be here. Of course, the theme of the event, like we all know, is leading through digital. So much more than the hype of digitization and all that we've been hearing all day. My presentation is primarily to put a seal of affirmation on all of what we've been hearing and listening to all the while earlier in the day. Just to confirm to our audience and to our listeners and to those who might listen on by radio or the social media platform that digital works. It's not just a cliche, it's not just an hype, it works, and it works in real time. So it's a living testimony. Nigerian first fully digital bank. We launched sometimes earlier in the year, May 2nd precisely. And between May and now, it's been an exciting journey. Just to buttress the fact that, yes, Wema Bank might be 72 years old, the oldest indigenous bank and the only indigenous bank in Nigeria, but much more than all of what we are doing, we are leading through technology. All right, so running through, I might not really go through this outline because of time, but it's primarily for me to tell us about the ALAT, the journey and the experience and all that we put into ALAT up to now. The essence of why it was formed, the digital initiative, corroborating all of the points that several other speakers have emphasized earlier on today, how market has responded to us, and I'm sure our colleagues here will, and the audience will be excited to see whether these things are just stories or whether in reality it's being converted to Naira and Kobo as it were. And of course, I will paint a small picture of our future outlook, where we want to be, what we want to do, and how we want to position ALAT to our consumers in the nearest future. And if the time permits, we might just do a demo. Or otherwise, I will actually encourage our audience to please go online immediately and have their own ALAT account. It's live and it's working. All right, we all know the banking landscape in Nigeria. Almost every bank today has an offering, whether it's USSD driven, whether it's mobile product driven, whether it's online banking, and almost all of us, all banks and all service providers leverage on all of this. But what ALAT has offered is not just leveraging on any or some of all of this, but combining all of this and building it into our consumers' lifestyle. So yes, ALAT is the first fully digital bank in Nigeria, but beyond just banking, we do a whole lot in the payment ecosystem. And that's what ALAT has, through research and all of what we've done, identified the gaps, and we position ourselves to fill in that gap and of course meet our consumers and our customers' needs. Next slide. So, it's no brainer for us to see that so many of our customers, having done banking and retail and all of what we've been doing for 72 years, know that a whole lot of them, if we are going to be true to ourselves, are not satisfied. How they want to spend, where they want to spend, how they want to get these accounts open, as it were. There are a whole lot of frustrations. It takes forever for you to open an account. You need to fill a long list of forms, submit so many documentations here and there, and of course, a whole lot of unwanted and unsolicited messages from bankers to their consumers, and the frustration is just endless. When we did a survey, we captured all of these issues, and we deliberately came up with ALAT to meet those needs and of course to get them much more excited than they were in the past. Next slide. So why ALAT? I've given you some of the reasons. They were not satisfied, they were not excited about all of what we've been doing, and we deliberately decided to position ourselves as a bank of the future, not just having run banking for 72 years in Nigeria. And of course, you will agree with me that if you want to do retail as it should be done, we cannot do it effectively and efficiently well if you are not leveraging on technology. So ALAT leverages heavily on technology. It's a digital arm of Wema Bank. Ultimately, the whole bank in itself is going to be digitized because we know that is the future. So it's an experiment we've performed 5 months down the line, and I dare to say it's a successful experiment, and we are going to scale up on that to do a whole lot to serve our consumers. So we are digitizing and we are disrupting the process of account opening and onboarding our customers as it were. So today, from wherever you are, we are in the comfort of a hotel right now. You can as well turn this environment to your bank. So you don't have to physically go to some structure called bank branches before you be able to do all of your banking transactions. Not just getting you onboarded into the platform, but practically doing everything that you need to do when you walk into a bank. So we launched this 2nd of May, and it's available right now across the stores, Google Play Store, and of course on the Apple Play Store for those who use Android, Apple devices, iPhones, and of course available to our web users. Our major selling point to our customers is we are demystifying those physical structures called branches, or as a matter of fact, called banks, and we are preaching simplicity, reliability, and convenience to our customers. So gone are those days when you need to physically come to a banking structure, physical banking, or to do your banking transactions. 4 p.m., 5 p.m., they shut the door behind you, and then you are left in the cold. So, but with ALAT, it runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365, 360 days in the month, and we can all, and our consumers will be able to do their banking transactions. Practically all, from onboarding to what they do in the mid office to what they do at the back office, all of our operational transactions can be done using your ALAT digital app. Next slide. So, Bob, the journey took about 18 months for us to do a whole lot of what I've highlighted here. We did a whole lot of research. We did a whole lot of economic and social analysis of what happens in the industry today. We did a whole lot of intelligence and market research gathering of this target audience that we are focusing on. We, of course, identified the personas. Who are we focusing on? The youths, the young professionals, the young entrepreneurs. What do they need? And how can we really meet and reach out to them? Of course, we designed the best-in-class look and feel that will, of course, get them excited and make it more interesting for them to come on board. And in doing all of that, we automated all of those processes ultimately. And it's all of what we've done at the back that we put together to present ALAT to our customers. Now, the stakeholders within the ecosystem, 4 major components, our customers, and I'm sure some of our presenters earlier on emphasized on partnerships. So it's not just Wema Bank and Wema Bank alone. So all of what they have been preaching and sharing earlier on today, we've embraced. A whole lot of APIs have been incorporated into what we are pushing to our consumers today. So we partner with a whole lot of fintechs. Ian presented earlier on. This Paystar guy also did some presentations earlier on. So we are partnering heavily with fintechs, and we are still open to a whole lot much other opportunities through fintechs. Of course, our people are major to us, and ultimately our stakeholders and the owners of the bank. Now, next slide. So what can you do with ALAT, as it were, within the confines of the time that I have? You can open an account in 5 minutes, and I'd like for us to try it. Go to your store, search for ALAT, ALAT, and download, activate, and in 5 minutes you have a valid bank account. Of course, you can do intra and interbank funds transfer, make a request for your debit card. Debit card is at no cost to our consumers today. Other banks charge a token of 1,000 naira, but we decided to give it back to our consumers free of charge. The card you are requesting for is at no cost to you. Delivery is also at no cost to our customers. So just specify your home address, your office address, and it's to be delivered to you. Now, emphasizing the digital nature of ALAT, we don't want you to get your card and you're looking for an ATM or a POS somewhere to activate those accounts. No, or you activate your card. right there within the app, you can activate your card, and your card will be available to work across all channels, ATM, POS, and web. So in-app card activation is there. It's novel and it's first in the industry to do that. Now, excitingly so, to our consumers, if I ask us how many of us have savings accounts today, I'm sure a few will indicate, but most of those who have savings accounts don't even know how much they earn as interest on those savings that they put in those different, whether they are cooperatives, whether they are banks. They don't have any savings, how much interest, they don't know how much interest they earn on those accounts. But deliberately, we have offered 10% exciting interest rate to our consumers. So for whatever funds you have in your ALAT account today, you will enjoy 10% interest rate per annum on those accounts. And of course, you pay your bill, schedule it. It's primarily woven around your lifestyle without necessarily going through all of this. It's woven around everything you want to do as a consumer. Next slide. Now, this slide primarily differentiates what ALAT is offering as a first fully digital bank compared to several other digital products that you've seen there. And I would like to take this argument to the next level at some point if time permits. So, just to emphasize that ALAT is a bank, not just a digital product that several of our consumers or our competitors are offering. Next slide. Okay, so partnership from fintech's point of view, but much more partners are also onboarded on ALAT to enable these customers. So having an ALAT account is at the end of the journey. It's actually the beginning of the journey for us the way we see it. So we are partnering with a whole lot of other merchants. The Chicken Republic of this world, when you go to a Chicken Republic today and you are using your ALAT debit card, you have an exclusive discount. If you are riding your Taxify or your Uber and you are using your ALAT debit card today, you have an exclusive privilege and a discount for using that. So we have a whole lot of all of these partners that we've bundled into ALAT to make it a lifestyle banking app rather than just a product. So it saves time, it saves money, and of course, it saves resources. Exciting stories and exciting experiments we've made or we've done between May 2nd and now. Gracefully, we've been able to onboard over 124,000 customers, and it's a continual journey for us. On a daily basis, every blessed day, we're excited to onboard 1,500 customers every day. It's really, market is responding positively well to us. And not just that, so it's not just the numbers for numbers' sake, they're also believing in the app and they're putting in their funds into it. So we are also happy to tell us that we've been able to also put over $1 billion together cumulative deposits on that platform. So this is on this side, but on the right-hand side is also the transactions that these consumers are consummating and are doing on a daily basis through the partners, through all of those opportunities and privileges we've offered our customers. And we've been able to do over 7 billion worth of transactions, paying their bill, buying airtime, doing funds transfer. We've been able to do over 7 billion within the last 5 months. So the opportunity is big. Imagine if this is happening just among 124,000 customers. Imagine when we scale to 500,000, 1 million, 2 million, and 10 million customers. Of course, the numbers will just be exponential. And for those who have taken the opportunity of fixing their goal account, we have over 8,000 of them. Now, between when we kicked off and now, we've also seen some recognitions and awards. Excellence in Branchless Banking, offered by the New Age Banking Award 2017, earlier in the year. The Digital Banking Platform of the Year by Business Day, recently in the last month. And then the World Summit Award 2017 also. We've also been nominated, and there are so many other offerings in appreciation of the great work that the board and the management of Wema Bank are doing in pushing ALAT to their consumers. Next slide. So, where do we intend to get to in a short time or in a short run? Our plan is to, in the next 18 months, by the time we close next year, be able to have over 1 million customers on that platform, and of course, improve and keep empowering our customers to do a whole lot. So it won't be a bank if it's just mobilizing deposit. On the other hand, we're also going to offer loans. On the other hand, we're going to also do much more in all of the partnership offerings that we've presented, and we keep iterating and adding more and more features and more value until it becomes very ubiquitous, and all of us, our target audience, have this unique and exciting app called ALAT. Now, for those of us who are here, I will not close without doing this. If you don't have your ALAT account, I'd like for you to go to any of the stores, Google Play Store, Apple Play Store, or the web. Download ALAT right now, and you will have 1,000 naira from me to you if you do that right now. Please use a referral code, SUPER, as your referral code. If you do that, you will get 1,000 naira from me to you right now, and of course the bank will also give you another 1,000 naira. Thank you for listening to me.